Hi everybody, it's Mona, and this is About Face with Mona. Coming to you today with a dupe video. So this is a new release product by Alter Ego. It is the Aurora palette, which is a Natasha Denona dupe, their Sunset palette. I am not doing a comparison side by side of these palettes because there are enough of those on YouTube. I want to look at this palette on its own. So Alter Ego produces these palettes. They do not say this is a dupe for, but obviously when you compare the cases and the colors, they're almost exactly the same. There are some differences, one mainly being the price point. So its counterpart by Natasha Denona would be, I think, $65 or so, because it is not as large of a palette as some. But this one is coming in at a nice, reasonable price point of $16. This is a good product. Like the look of the corresponding luxury brand, why would you pay that much if you can get the exact same look out of a more inexpensive brand? So let's do some swatches. All right, this is the color Radiance. This is the color Stellar. This is the color Spark. This is the color Sunburst. Is the color Dawn. This is the color Shine. This is the color Luminary. That color is gorgeous. The color Ray. That is the color Ray. This is the color Nova. This is the color Cosmic. This is the color Star. That one's a little patchy. This is the color Brilliance. The color Flare. This is the color Soul. This is the color Twilight. So they swatched pretty well. There were a couple that had to be built up a little. Let's see how they do on the eyes. Now I have all of my base makeup on. The only thing I'm missing is my eyeshadow. I have the IT Cosmetics Eye Foundation Powder as a base on my lids. In the crease with the color Star. So I think the pigmentation is definitely there. There is a little kick up on the palette. Blendability is not difficult. So let's go in to the outer V with the color Flare. Just gonna tap this in. I'm going to go in on the other side with the color Flare as well. And because I went in with such a small pencil brush, I want to fluff that out a little bit, blend that out. Very pigmented, fairly easy to blend. Okay, now we're going to go in on that outside V and deepen it up with this color Ray. on the lid with this color Soul. Kind of blending it into that corner. I'm going to go on top of that with the color Brilliance. So the metallics in this palette really pop. The pigmentation is outstanding. The mattes are slightly challenging to blend, but it's just something that you have to work a little harder at. It's not something that's bad. So I'm going to take this fluffy side with no powder and I'm going to blend. So this would normally be my everyday look with a little liner and mascara, but let's, just for the sake of the video and trying out the colors in the palette, let's glam it up just a little bit and pop it up a notch. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna darken the corner with this color Twilight. It's a really pretty color. Go on top of that a little bit with that color, actually with the color Shine. All right, I'm gonna match that on this side. Then I'm gonna come in. On top of that, I'm going to go with this kind of duochrome color Dawn. That color is beautiful. So I'm going to take this pencil brush and I'm going to line the underneath part of my eyes in the color Flare. I'm going to go underneath that color with this color Shine. Go on top of this color with the color Nova. But I'm keeping it really close to the lash line. Okay, now clean up. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna swirl it and blend. You can see the fallout here. So the verdict on this is that you can get the same looks as the Natasha Denona palette. I'm sure of it. I think most of the colors are spot on dupes. There are a couple that are slightly different in pigmentation, but on the eyes, I don't think you'd see a difference. So whatever look you were going for on the side of Natasha Denona, you could create the same look with the Alter Ego palette. Where they're differing, one is price, One is Fallout, which is easy to clean up, right? I'm going to take a little bit of my concealer, Born This Way by Too Faced, and I'm going to just slide it up there to create kind of a clean line. And of course, with this palette, I would recommend doing your eyes first. The other difference would be blendability. I would say that there are a couple of the matte colors in this palette that are slightly patchy. Slightly. It's nothing terrible. It's nothing that you just can't build up. There just may be a little less building up with the Natasha palette. And like the Scott Bourne's palette that I did in the last video, I don't find that these blend themselves by any means. But the pigmentation is there. The price point you cannot beat. You can create the same look that you can get from the other palettes. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for the same type of look and you don't mind working with the product a little, I would say that this was a very good alternative. I would say that they're not quite as beginner friendly. So I'm going to put my mascara on and I'm going to finish the look. So what do y'all think? Blend this corner. So I think you can get a very beautiful look with this palette. I think you can get a look that is exactly the same as their luxury counterparts. If you're willing to blend a little bit and work with the product just a little bit more, you can save a whole lot of coin. I have the rest of the Alter Ego palettes also in my possession. If anybody would like to see me do any of the other looks or the other palettes and review those, drop a note in the comments. That's it. That's the final look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.